Hey yo, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Chris Aquatics, and it's a very good day to every one of you. And today is a very rainy morning. So as you can see, guys, today, as you have saw on my YouTube thumbnail, I am showing you guys how to prepare a or how to set a tub with a very low cost. So this is a very cheap fish keeping style. So these are the things that we do, things that we needed for this video. So we need a styro tub. The capacity of this styro tub is 48 liters, but you can also use some basin, plastic basin or container, whatever materials you want to use. It's okay. So this is approximately 15 gallons. This is not too big and this is not too small. So I think this is just an exact size for Guppy breathing project. So I will show you guys how to set this tub or how I set this tub. Anyway guys, you can buy this styro tub on fish store. You can also look for this item on the marketplace or any fish hobby group. And I have bought this tub for some store is selling this tub for $2, but as for me, I have bought this for only 30 cents. Yeah, so cheap. You can buy a cheaper one from fish suppliers to those who ship their fish from abroad to Philippines or any country. They are usually using this kind of stuff. So yeah, though it is not so hard to find, just look at marketplace, Facebook, or any place that is selling this and posting regarding or about some fish hobby. Anyway guys, sorry for my bad English because I am just dubbing this video. Actually, this is my own video that I am dubbing right now because the original audio for this video is Filipino or Tagalog. Because yeah, I'm a Filipino and you're watching this video from all the way from Philippines. So, but in regards of my international viewers, and I'm so glad to know that there are people outside the Philippines who are watching my video, and I'm so glad to know it. And thanks for watching my video, even though I only have a few subscribers for now. It feels so good for me to know that there are people who watch my videos all over the world. Okay guys, so as you can see guys, in my case I use paint because that is what I have here, and some of that paints are just left over from our recent project. I have tell you this because as you can see, some of my styro tubs are painted with paint. The paint that I have used for this is latex paint or water-based paint that some are using with their industrial projects like houses, buildings, or what, because water-based paints, when it was totally dry out, it is a very good waterproofing chemical or chemical waterproofing paint. So as you can see, I have here some tubs that is painted. Some are dark gray, some are white. But I do not advise you to buy paint just to paint your styro tub because that will be so costly. What do you call this one? That will cost you a lot. I just use paint because these are our leftover paint. So we don't have anything to use for that paint. So I use it to paint my tub. But you can also use cement. For my next video, I will show you guys how to use a cement to get rid of these styro gaps or leaks, because usually this kind of styro tubs are so thin that the water is leaking from the styro gaps itself or the any very tiny holes from that styro tub. Also guys, if you don't have old tarpaulin, if you don't have paint in your house, you can just use a large or big cellophane or plastic. As you can see, I have here another tub. This is 1-year-old tub, and as for the day one that I have set that, I just used that large plastic. I have bought that large plastic from the fish port Yeah, they use it for packing some fish also. So that is a very durable plastic. So let's go and start set this. Let's go and set this tub. As you can see, guys, I have here my very big trapal pan or laminated sack pan. I don't know how we call this on English, but here in Philippines we call this as trapal. Yes, so this pond is capturing or getting some water from the rain. So I have set this for that purpose. So I took the rainwater and this is where I store them. And this is a very big help for me because using this water, I have um, I don't have any problem with a water source to water change my setups. So for this video, I will going to get some water here in my big pond to use for our project. So good thing about this, guys, is this water is fully cycled. Not just because it came from the rain, but we have a filter that is running 24/7 here on this big pond. So okay, so I have saved money from using a tap water from the metered water here in our household because I am using this free water from the nature, which is the rain. Actually, the rain is not so bad for your fish because rain is a very natural thing from the nature. But um, if if you are using a first rain, I mean, if this is the first rain that happens for almost for this year, you shouldn't use that rain because that is so acidic. But in our case here in the Philippines, for these past days, past weeks, we are experiencing continuous rain. So it is safe to say that the water parameter of this is so good for our fishes. Not too acidic, not too alkaline. So as you can see, guys, even though I don't have a pH tester for my 1 year, 1 year almost, or experience on fish keeping, I have noticed the reaction or the behavior of the fishes when it comes to water temperature and water parameters. So I am aware if the water is not good for the fish. Not necessarily that the water is clear, that it means that the water is healthy for the fish. As you can see, I have tabs here that is almost dark green. A lot of algae that is building up with these tubs, but as you can see, the fish are very healthy and very active. The reason for that is that they really love the water parameter. And the reason why this tub is so blurry, the water is so dark, it's because this is an outdoor setup and the sun is directly hitting these tubs and these basins. That's why. So even though the sun is directly hitting the tubs, the fish is really thriving. That's the word, thriving, and they really love their environment. So as you can see, guys, I already selected some tuxedo koi guppies for this new setup, and actually I am planning to do this for a while now, but because of our busy schedule, I can do it. I cannot do it, but thanks be to God that I am doing this right now. Thanks for the time. So I'm doing this, and as you can see, I'm sharing my experience and techniques for every one of you. So in this kind of setup, I just use some hornwort or any aquatic plants. If you have any access to any aquatic plants, low tech, you can use it. Guppy grass, hornwort, pennywort, pacopa, or anything like those plants are very good for your fish, very good for the tub. You don't need to use an aerator or water pump, air pump, or anything for this setup. Just this stock water and just these live plants, and you are good to go. As you can see, here are my breeders, and approximately these are 5 or 4 pair of 5 trios of this guppy breeders. And you can also use cage so that your the fry will have refuge for from their parents, because some of the guppies, even though they are not albinos, are eating their babies. So just to make sure, you can use a net or breeding cage to um, to separate the breeders from the fry. So enable them for them not to eat the baby guppies. So you can see they are so active. These are so healthy albino guppies. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. God bless.